Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of HRD 631, The Adult Learner. I hope everybody's doing well with the materials and in the course so far. There's a lot of materials that we've covered. The beauty is this really is a very nice. This is a small class, and to me it can be taught as this is a seminar class. This is certainly a required course for the adult and higher ed program, but it's really foundational course to your understanding of how and why adults learn. So, and also I have to add, we get to the final assignment, which is a learning autobiography. To understand how other people learn, we have to kind of understand ourselves and how we learn and how learning has impacted and has occurred during our life. So stick with the materials. There's an awful lot of materials. This is, as many know, this is a survey course. A survey course is one in which we study a lot of information with not a tremendous amount of depth. And the depth comes through the discussion posts and also some of the assignments. So stick with it. I appreciate the effort everybody's putting in. So let's get right to week number 5. Week number 5 is, believe it or not, we're in the second third of this class already. It seems like we just started a few weeks ago, but it's actually longer than that. So I'm going to walk you through the materials for this week and an overview of the topics that we're going to be looking at. So once again, we're in week number 5. The video that I'm doing right now will be inserted here, and it will also be sent out in an email to everybody or in an announcement. So this week we are really jumping into the world of adult learning theories. Last week we were looking at traditional learning theories, and now we are getting into specifically the adult learning theories. We're going to be taking a look at things like andragogy or andragogy, depending upon how you look at that. And to some, this is a theory about how adults learn. And to others, it's more just a set of assumptions about adult learning and adult learners. So I will withhold my opinion on the subject, and I will say that I have changed my opinion and thoughts on the subject over quite a few years of being involved with this course. So one of the key components is Knowles' andragogy. We look at McCluskey's theory of margin, which I always find extremely interesting because it basically gets at the question, an individual question for yourself. Okay, what do I have on my plate? What kind of resources I have that can help me accomplish everything, and in effect, am I able to, what kind of margin do I do? Meaning, if you're working on building a house and you have no resources, well, you might have trouble accomplishing building a house. But most adults have a tremendous amount on the table. Some of us have more resources to help us with it, and consequently, we either accomplish things or we have difficulty accomplishing things. So this, probably 10 years ago when I started this course, this theory didn't impact me the same way it does now. I think of this often in that, I talk to a lot of students and I see what everybody has on their plate, and I'll put me in that. I have a tremendous amount on my plate on a regular basis, and sometimes I just have too much. There's the load on me, according to his theory, is just too much, and so therefore I don't have much left to deal with what's in front of me. So I'm really interested in your thoughts and ideas on this, and you'll be able to study this and talk about it in the discussion forum. Jarvis models on the learning process. Each one of these has to do with a change in the person. So, what are we doing? Well, we're reading our text, chapters 5 and 6. We have an optional, well, it's not optional, but there's a pro model that you can take out, a one-page diagram, and then an optional reading about learning beyond high school. put together a PowerPoint presentation on these subjects. There's a YouTube video on andragogy and self-directed learning. Minkowski's theory of margin, fascinating topic. And what I have here, your question. What is due? At the end of next week, next Sunday by midnight, if at all possible, I'm looking for what is your topic? What is your question that will be driving your exploration project? This isn't graded. It doesn't have to be a huge amount on it, but I'm really interested in what people are thinking as far as their topic goes. From there, I take a look at your topic and I say, I may give you feedback all the way from this is excellent, go with it, to boy, you're biting off too much here. This could be a doctoral 4-year worth of effort. Or it could be it's too narrow, too specific. Have you thought about maybe broadening it so you can find more readily available resources? So let's get to exactly what it is that I'm going to be asking you this week. Have the framework, summary of the chapters, PowerPoint presentation, electronic reserve materials. For those that are looking forward, have an advanced organizer for next week, and then exploration questions. So as far as the assignments go, we have this coming up, and this is just the question. Now, what I would send you to is this area, exploration project examples and exemplars, and we have more in here. Click on each one of these and just take a look at some of the ideas and some of the projects people have done. I'm not interested in you kind of formulating how you're going to do it. I'm more interested in what is your question. So that's where you assign it here. There's specific information in the syllabus on that. Then we have a discussion question, and you can choose whatever aspect of you want. This is, like I said, one of my absolute favorite weeks in the course because we get at kind of the meat of adult learning theories and self-directed learning, andragogy, theory of margin, all, at least to me, very interesting topics. So I wish you the absolute best. Let me go back. Wish you the best. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you'd like to do a Zoom with me, you want to talk on the telephone, you want to bat some things around on, using emails, we can do that. And I just need you to reach out to me for any help that you might be looking for. So I hope you enjoy the materials this week. Good luck. We may have a rainy day, but maybe you can get outside and enjoy the sunshine later on today. Have a great week, everybody, and I'll see you online.